Good evening and welcome to our live crafting session this evening. It is Thursday the 1st of August 2024. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. Of course, needless to say, I can't believe it's August. It's just whizzing by so fast, so I'm trying to move these out of the reflection from my lights. It's dull this evening. We have had some welcome rain, which is always good when we've had a dry spell. I did get absolutely soaking wet in a small thunderstorm, but there we are. I was out walking one of the dogs, so that's one of those things. It goes with the territory. So welcome. This was the card that we made on Monday morning, that seems a long time ago, with the Labelled with Love stamps and the coordinating punch. There are so many things that you can do with this set, so I just thought I would throw a few more ideas out and see if any of those inspire you to go on and create some cards. Obviously, if you've got a similar punch or a similar die, or you're just cutting out rectangles, it's really the same principle. I want to use a few more of the stamps that I haven't used already. So I want to use this present, for example, and I want to use the punch with some papers. So I have brought in one of our pre-printed cards. It does have matching envelopes. There we go. So this is from a set called Calming Creek Cards and Envelopes, and you get these designs in the pack. So they have coordinating envelopes, love this particular one, and then we have 5 different card designs. So we have this one with Misty Moonlight. These are all printed on both sides of the card, not on the inside. So if you wanted to make these go further, you could certainly cut this in half and use each of those as a printed layer. So we've got some basic grey, we've got basic grey and basic beige, and then we have this one here. Trying to see if it gives us the exact colours. It does. Wild Wheat, that was the name I couldn't think of. So I think I'm going to start with this one because I want to create a man's card from this particular set, and this does have a matching envelope, which is this one with the little crisscross design. So I've got a couple of ideas. I'm not sure whether I'm going to put them all into one, or whether I will do 2 different sets of cards. So what I'm going to do is basically create lots of panels with this shape punch, and then layer them onto here and then trim them around the edges. And these ones are all going to go horizontal, but you could crisscross them and have them vertical, and I'm going to use possibly some patterned papers with them. Not 100% decided. So let's grab our outline stamp to start with, and let's do some stamping. So I hope everybody is well. Have I got, yes, I have got Misty Moonlight to hand. So good evening to everybody who has joined us. Do say hi if you're watching, and if that's live or on catch up, it doesn't actually matter. And if it's on Facebook, you'll catch us live. Obviously, if it's on YouTube, you'll catch the uploaded version. So I'm just going to stamp 4 of these. I don't actually know how many I will need. And let's see, I wonder if this present is actually going to fit that way round. It's not, so I might do. Okay, I am going to stamp that because I want you to see the detail of that, but in the meantime I just want some horizontal panels. Let's just change to a different colour. I've got Azure Afternoon here. Just pop that in like so. Just angle that a little bit more. There we go. Let's add in a happy birthday. It's a really nice happy birthday sentiment, I have to say. This is Azure Afternoon, just as a nice little contrast with the Misty Moonlight one there. And let's see, I might do another one of the presents, and then I'm going to do some in the other direction, and then I'm going to decide whether I mix and match them or whether I do them all the same. We'll see. So got the presents here. Let's just change colours. And because I'm sticking with the blues, I'm not worried about cleaning. Obviously, if you're going into very pale blue and you started with a darker blue, you would need to definitely clean that off. Okay, and let's just do the present in the other direction, the larger one. So I'm going to do the solid part like so, and then I've got the little dots to go with it, and I'm going to do those in the Misty Moonlight. I should get ink all over the table. There we go. If you can see that detail on there or not, the little dots, hopefully you can. Okay, right, let me grab a cloth to wipe the ink that I've put everywhere for the moment, and cover these two up. So I'm just going to line this up with my punch, and there are a set of 3 dies that you can buy instead of the punch if you prefer. I decided that because I was going to use this mainly for coffee and card, that I wanted just the punch, because it's nice and quick and easy, and I don't, as a general rule, take the die cutting machine to coffee and card. There's not usually enough space on our tables for one. Okay, right, that's those for the minute, and I'm just going to grab some papers. So we do have a Designer Series paper sale coming up starting next week, so if you want to stock up on some of the annual catalogue papers, then that would be a good opportunity. There's 15% off all the standard designer papers, so not the specialist ones. I don't know if I'm going to use that. Let's have a little bit more of the blue. And I've got stripes and stars. Let's do that one, and then that has a bit of everything on it. Alright, so let's have a look. Move the punch out of the way, try and keep my area clean and tidy. What you don't know is it's all stacked up around my desk. Okay, so what I was thinking, and that doesn't have to be in the middle, but it's just to do a little bit of laying down of these panels, like so. Now the question is, I could add this in potentially like that if I wanted it to go in different directions. Like so. Here comes the rain again. So my plan is to put those down and then trim off the excess. My original thought was to have them all horizontal. So let's see what that might look like. Let's put that one in the middle. And maybe this one here. One. So what do we think? Obviously I don't want two of those together. Let's punch a couple more. I think I prefer it with it in different directions, funnily enough. And of course you can stamp onto this piece as well. So I could put the presents on there if I wanted to. I haven't used the flowers or the butterfly. So this could work. Probably need another one. That one there. And obviously if you're doing a lot of these, all the extra pieces that you cut off you can put into the corners. So this bit on here could go up here. So you don't need to punch another whole one out. So what do we think? I think I'm going to do one like that and then one with it all mixed up. So what I'm going to do is put my happy birthday one on with dimensionals and then have the rest of them flat. That's my plan. Like so. And I'm going to centralise that as much as I can. Just need to find dimensionals I put out already. Which are probably just hiding out of sight. And indeed they are. So I wonder if you've been enjoying the Olympics this week. They're on in Paris because people might be watching this in 6 months time or 12 months time. So you could actually use this little present on here if you wanted to. I'm just going to keep my birthday piece straightforward. Hello Chino. So I'm going to pop this one up on dimensionals, and I'm just doing it by eye, but obviously you could make sure that that was, you know, right in the centre if you wanted to. That's close enough in the centre. And then I had, so I want these at I want definitely these at an angle against that. I had this one here, this one, that one. This is a great way of using up scraps, obviously, like so. Now what I could do, yes, I don't want that, I want them almost like bricks, so they're not directly in line, if that makes sense. So let's put these two down first, and I'm just going to use, you could use wet glue or some tape. You just don't need to cover the whole piece because I'm going to trim the excess off. So I'm also going to try and keep the same distance between the pieces. And we did this on Tuesday. I had great fun. We had a lady who'd never done any card making who did an amazing job. And we also had two attendees' grandsons who did a great job as well. Okay, let's pop these ones on. And I'm just going to try and space that in roughly in the middle. And I say roughly. Doesn't look very straight. Let me lift it off if I can. Yes. So this has got lines on it, but the lines themselves are slightly wavy. So I hope you can see what we're building up so far. This one is going to go in there. And so you could easily just swap these around. Like so. Pop, this one is on and that one is on. So let's have this one up there. And this set of papers actually with the stripes and the stars is one of the papers in the sale. And that starts on the 6th of August. Tuesday. I had to think about that. There we go. We've got our stars going on there. Like so. Now I'm going to trim these edges off and then fill in these gaps. I don't want it to look too organised. Let's have a look and see. So I'm using the scissors. I am right-handed, so these are right-handed standard scissors, putting the base of the blade against the card to make it easier. So I can pop this little piece on here and this little piece up here, and then I've got some more stars and then a little bit of the blue there. Okay, so let's pop those on. So what I would do is, if I'm using up spare pieces of card, is like a paper, is I would take all the papers and then just cut them into strips and then punch. Okay, let's trim that piece off because it's got some adhesive on the back. I don't want it to go everywhere. But I could, oh no, I don't want to use it up there because that's got blue, but I could use it on there. It's the wrong bit, okay. I've got a little bit on there. I could probably use the other side of that. So let's put this piece on. There we go. Like that. And then just that corner edge. And as I say, you could recreate this just with strips of paper or with other dies or other punches. So we have that lovely slightly rounded hexagonal punch that works really nice. Okay, let's trim that one off and then use the other side up here. It's just such a small piece, I'm not worried that it's sort of repeated more than the others. And definitely what you want to do is put it on and then trim it off. You don't want to try and cut it to size because you end up with a tiny bit that you're working with, and then you find that the glue goes everywhere, or you haven't got enough glue on, or whatever. So always put it on, cut the excess off, don't cut it beforehand. They look a bit like plasters, don't they? Anyway, oh hi Carol, and hi Caroline. How are you, Carol? Over in the good old US of A, and Caroline down the road in Brackley. So that's using the punches. So I stamped this one and punched it out with the coordinating punch, and then I've just used little pieces of paper, designer paper, to do that, to create a mail card. So I'm going to do the same thing, but this time what I'm going to do is use some vertical ones as well as horizontal. So I've got my little present with the little dots. If I just bring that up, hopefully you can see that. And now I can also use Enjoy Today and Happy Birthday. Well, Happy Birthday will go the other way, and the little presents will go that way. So let's add in Enjoy Today. So I'm going to do the same thing as I did before, which is stamp the outlines, and I'm going to keep these colours the same. Let's grab Misty Moonlight. Let's take off the presents. Try not to cover everything with blue ink. So when you're stamping ready to punch out, do give yourself a little bit of space in between each one, and don't get it too close to the bottom of your card. Otherwise you'll find, if you're not careful, sometimes the punch will jam, because if you've got it very close to the edge, which a lot of people do because they want to save paper, but if you've got it very close to the edge, especially with paper, it will stick and jam in the punch. So let's see, what are we going to add to this? I'm going to do some vertical ones as well as horizontal. In fact, they could all be stamped, couldn't they? And let's see. I got out Enjoy Your Day, now I can't see it. If you know where I put it, there it is. Let me know. So we've got Enjoy Today. Let's pop that in Misty Moonlights. Hello Brenda. Lovely to have you join us. I hope you're well. So we've got Enjoy Today. Let's try the little presents going vertically. I wonder if I'll get, I don't think I'll get 3 in. I will get 2 though. That's 1. So this stamp set with the matching punch is called Labelled with Love. Okay. And what else? It's a shame it hasn't got a birthday cake, isn't it? Right, let's do a happy birthday this way, because this one is going to be mixed up, as it were. Okay. Right, let's see if that's enough with a few extra punched out. Okay, let's move those out of the way. So, just punching these. As I say, you can buy a set of 3 dies and get this as a bundle, or you can choose the punch and have it as a bundle. Go, Enjoy Today. Here's our little present. Now obviously you can put anything in here. When we did it on Tuesday, because I knew some of the young boys were coming, we had I used the little aeroplane from that aeroplane stamp set. Right, so let's see what other bases I've got that we could use. So this is from our pre-printed card bases. Got grey. I've got I might go for the grey this time round, and this has coordinating envelope to go with it. This is the Calming Creek. When I first read it, I thought it said Calming Greek, and now I can't stop thinking that's what it should be. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. So the idea is that this one is going to go sort of all over, really. Let's see, and I want a mix again of so I've got that one that could go there. I've got Enjoy Today. If we're going symmetrical, this one, it's on the back, could go on there. Oh, I've got this one now. I can't have 2 sets of presents, so take that one off and do that. And then let's see what else to punch out. I concentrate on that panel there. Let's do it that way around. and this one. My dotty blue. I'm just going to move these around so they get a little bit more balanced, otherwise I've got all of the stamped images all clumped together. But it's always good fun doing this sort of thing, and a great way to use up spare pieces. Right, 1, 2, 3, like that maybe. And then I could do with some solid elements here, or like that, and then like so. What do we think? So I've got enjoy today, happy birthday, and that. So there's my stamped line. And then any of these little offcuts I could put here and here. I think that probably works, doesn't it? So for this one that I did just going straight across the page, I put my happy birthday up on dimensionals. Not that you can see it particularly, I don't think, on the video, but it is just up on dimensionals. And I think what I'm going to do is put these 3 on dimensionals and then the rest flat. And just wondering, I was going to stamp a little present, but I'm not going to. I'm going to put some bling on there instead. So let's put this panel on first. Find the dimensionals that I had, let me see, a few minutes ago. Can't believe you can lose them that quickly, Jenny. Okay, if in doubt, start another sheet. Okay, so my happy birthday is going in the middle, and also you could change the colours. I've just chosen for speed to keep this set of blues, although we have got the grey background this time. So there's my happy birthday, it's going to go in there, like so, hopefully fairly straight, and then these 2 either side, and then the rest I'm going to, you could do them all raised up. So there's my little present going in. I'm just going to mark where the top of the card is. With a post-it note that was also just here. And failing that, I have some old washi tape here. And isn't it funny how washi tape has gone out of favour the minute? It was all the rage a little while ago. So this is the top of the card base. The fold, I should say, would be easier. Okay. So I'm going to have this one higher up so I can put some little elements on there. And then my little present is going to go in here. So that one is going to fit just underneath the fold. Okay, pop this one on as well, and then it's just a case of fitting the others in. So the rain seems to have stopped again, but but who knows. Right, roughly in line. And then these I'm going to literally just stick down, I think. So there's that one. And this one. Like that. And then so just be careful when you're going at the top. You might prefer to actually fold the card. So that you don't stick it right the way across the fold. Okay. And this one I seem to remember I had that way. I should have taken a photograph, shouldn't I? Right, let's cut these odd pieces off, see what we've got left. Nothing to stop you leaving a gap, of course. Okay, so there's my fold that I'd marked. Hopefully I haven't got any huge gaps. No, that works. Same with this one at the bottom. Like that. That wasn't quite close enough, that one. There we go. Okay, so now I've got my pieces left over. So I can just literally fit them in where I've got spaces. And you want to work towards all the edges, because if I'd done this one here, I'd end up with a piece here that you can't fit the same shape in. Alright, so just work out to all of the corners would be my recommendation. So let's see, this one definitely needs to be down here. I've got this tiny little bit left, which would work up there. And oh, maybe I'll use that one. I think that was maybe the plan. I don't know. Oh, that end. No, that end. And then whichever one I want for there. So let's do that one next. Like so. That will definitely work in the corner. Like that. And then I've got this piece that will fit in there, and then maybe, or I might just punch an end here. Put this down. Go there, and then we're done. So very easy, really nothing technical about this, other than just taking your time when you're laying these out, and either decide if you're going, you know, completely symmetrical like this one where they're all in lines. You could, of course, do the whole thing at an angle. That would be really effective as well. Might make your eyes go a bit funny though. Right, let's pop this one on, and again, place it down and then cut it afterwards, so that you're not cutting and then trying to squeeze it in and then find you've got it too short. Like that. There we go. And last one, and there's the tiniest bit on there. There we are. So I have done some stamping, but of course you could just literally use patterned paper, and if you had you know, a happy birthday block or a stamp or a peel off, you could put that onto one of the layers and there'd be nothing to stop you stamping onto the papers. But I hope you like those. So 2 mail cards. Oh, that's really out of focus. Using the Labelled with Love stamps and coordinating punch. So that is the stamp set. Sorry about the reflection. So we've got these lovely flowers and presents in different formats. We've got the butterflies and some lovely sentiments. We've got the outline and a nice happy birthday, and also to from, so it would be very easy to create a simple little tag to go with that. This was the one that I did on Monday, if you missed that, and I will be doing some more tomorrow for our coffee and card, so I will share those. And there were some great samples as well from Coffee and Card on Tuesday, including Caroline's. So do pop onto my Facebook page and have a look for that. That was on Tuesday, and I did a reel, a quick video with all of the photos on. So I hope you like the designs. Obviously you can stamp on the inside the happy birthday. You could put enjoy today or just for you. You could add in the little presents all along the bottom. I think I'm going to do that on this one here, just because I can. Let's put that block on there quickly. And then this set has got matching envelopes, as I said, but you could stamp on those as well. And I'm just going to grab Misty Moonlight and stamp those presents on the bottom, and then we're done. I'm going to do these at slightly different angles, like so. So it's not quite as obvious, it's the same stamp, hopefully. Just a little bit of fun on the inside of that one. So there says happy birthday, enjoy today, and there's your presents inside. And then, as I said, we've got coordinating envelopes. So this one with the stripes matches this one, and then this one here with that more modern design matches the backing card there. So there we go. Thank you so very much. If you saw on Monday, I stamped these out individually, so you can see how the flowers go together. You want to stamp the darkest element first. It makes it easier to line up. And you also have an infill for the butterfly if you're not keen on colouring it in. But if you love colouring, then just stamp the outline and colour that in accordingly. So thank you so much, everybody. Do take care. Have a great evening. Have a great weekend as well. I look forward to seeing some of you at Coffee and Card in Brackley tomorrow, and I look forward to sharing more of the designs from tomorrow with you tomorrow evening, and that will be Friday the 2nd of August 2024. Thank you so much. Watch out for a paper sale starting next Tuesday with all of the papers, the standard papers, not the specialty papers, from the annual catalogue. So that includes these ones here that you see, not the dotted ones, they're from our generic colour families, couldn't think of the word. But any questions, just let me know, and obviously I'll send out information and email accordingly. So thanks so much everybody, have a great evening. I will have a good weekend. Thank you Caroline, thank you Brenda, thanks Carol if you're still watching from Year Survey. Really appreciate that, and I look forward to catching up with you all really soon. Take care and bye for now.